Friday Frights is back on a special edition of Friday the 13th. Tonight we're taking you to the historic Springwood Cemetery in downtown Greenville. And our Dana Winter joins us live there. A spooky, rainy night, Dana. Just one of many places people will get to see when they book a spot on Greenville Ghost Tours.
That's right, Tori, and tonight we're joined by Gabe Matthews, who actually just got done doing a ghost tour. And you told me that this rain is actually kind of helpful for what we're doing out here tonight.
Yes, some in the paranormal community say that water is a magnet for paranormal energy. And the fact that it's just raining down here, like there's a whole mess of paranormal turmoil here in this cemetery. And fall for Greenville, all the people out and about, just short distance from us, there's just so much paranormal turmoil here, and we're gonna see if we can capture something evidence tonight.
Oh yes, of course. But also, so what kind of paranormal things could we possibly catch here? I mean, there may be a lot of people moving here who may just not know the history of the cemetery. So what kind of ghosts are we dealing with?
Well, the holy grail of evidence would be an apparition, which is kind of rare to find. I actually one time saw a white mist here in the cemetery. Hopefully we'll see that, but if not, we'll try to use some devices to capture sound. We'll try to capture, any type of light, we can just communication with energy. So we can maybe use a flashlight test, maybe try a spirit box. We'll see what we can come up with. I have some devices.
And the stories, there's more than just ghost stories here in the cemetery. There's also a ghost story nearby at the Westin Poinsett Hotel as well.
Yes, the Westin Poinsett is one of the most notoriously haunted paranormal sites here in Greenville, and especially downtown. Before that haunted hotel, there was another haunted hotel. So a haunted hotel before a haunted hotel, and then that one's there, and there's entities that are said to be roaming around. There's lots of death that happened through the history of the Poinsett. At one time it was actually a home for senior living, which, and also like a lot of homeless people lived there when it was condemned, but they refurbished it, spent like $19 million, and it opened in 2000. But all the history, all the past, all the entities are still roaming around the hotel, and I can't guarantee if you stay there that you'll see an entity, but it's certainly possible.
Out of all of the different ghost stories that are in the cemetery in Greenville, is there any ghost, I guess, that just really speaks to you? Any story that, just makes you connect with it?
Well, you said which story. I'm going to go away from ghosts. I mostly do ghosts, but there is some cryptid stories that I really like. There's a story about a Greenville troll that actually might inhabit one of the buildings downtown Greenville, and I'm on the hunt to find this troll. If you come my story, we can find out more about the Greenville troll inhabiting a building downtown.
And so, I know you said that you experienced the white mist while you were out here. Has anyone who's ever been on a tour experienced something while they were on your tour?
The craziest evidence that someone's ever found on my tour, someone took a picture of a grave, and it looked like there was a hand reaching out through the grave. And I said, please send that to me, and they typed in greenvilleghosttours@gmail.com and clicked send. I never got it. So I don't know if some spirit didn't want me to have it, or maybe she just fat-fingered it or something, but I never got the best evidence on my tour. But many people are able to capture orbs, capture electromagnetic voice phenomenon, EVPs on my tour. But yeah, there's a whole mess of paranormal evidence that you can capture by coming on a Greenville ghost tour.
So are these, I have to ask, just because we're here, are these nice ghosts?
Most ghosts, I feel, are benevolent.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, every once in a while you'll find, an evil spirit, a poltergeist, or demonic entity. But on my tour, I've never encountered such things. But we do talk about them.
And then quickly, right before we go here, I do have to ask you, we ran into some issues last week on our first Friday Frights. I'm sure, Tori, you guys all know what I'm talking about back there. We had our microphones go out. Is there any chance we were in a haunted location? Is there any chance we could have run into some ghost activity?
Definitely. One of the key things I find is batteries dying, electrical malfunctions, pieces of equipment malfunction. In fact, on my tour tonight, we tried to do a live spirit box session, and it wouldn't work. I don't know if it's the speaker or the actual spirit box itself.
Maybe a combination of that and Friday the 13th.
Yeah. And here I am on the news hoping to do a spirit box session, it's not even working.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know, but that seems to be one of the best paranormal evidence that we might even capture tonight.
All right, well, still a lot in store. Plus, something, Tori, I don't know if y'all will see this one coming, but we've got a dance to bring you when we come back in just a few minutes. I'll go ahead and send it back to y'all live in Greenville tonight. I'm Dana Winter for Fox Carolina News.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to find on Friday Frights, including some dance moves. So, Dana, thank you. We'll see you in a little bit.